Hello everyone and welcome to Food Review UK. My name is MJ.
I'm Claire.
And today we are at the Hand and Flowers in Marlow. This is Claire and I's first ever experience of a Michelin Star restaurant. I believe it's got two. Tom Kerridge's restaurant is the location details. Excited, Claire?
I'm scared.
Claire's nervous.
I'm scared that
I don't. Wow, it is a bit. It's like, oh my god, we're going into this like famous person's restaurant. Like this is like very like so it's a pub, but it's a posh pub. So as Claire insinuated, it is, you know, slightly more expensive. And as you can see, I am wearing a nice jumper because yeah, it's a special occasion. It's Claire and I's 2-year wedding anniversary.
Yep.
Wow, happy anniversary, Claire.
Happy anniversary, Michael.
Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna go in. I have a rough idea of what I want, having seen the menu, but obviously we don't know if the menu's changed. Blah blah blah. Let's go inside. I mean, pretty stunning in here, to be fair. Some awards, as you can see. So we've ordered a cocktail. I've got an espresso no martini. Just got like chestnut syrup and whatnot. Claire's got a, was it no pink gin or something? Tonic. Nice. Wow. Right, so we've got complimentary white bait, bread and English butter. So those have been finished. We will give a full review when we are outside. Hand and Flowers chew. Take a photo of it, man. Take a photo of it. You're not going to take a photo, Claire? Right. Just consuming our way through the meals. This is a spiced tomato mayonnaise. This is the beer roasted chicken or some such. It's brined beforehand, which is why it looks a little pink. It's like obviously perfectly moist. The chips are insane. They're so like just well seasoned and just rich. That gravy, that is an oak gravy, it's just indescribably delicious. And Claire's beef. Melting them out. So this is a blueberry souffle. It's a lemon verbena custard and the pizza resistance. This is a Parma violet ice cream. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. I mean, either way. Parma violet ice cream.
Yes, thank you very much.
Très magnifique. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty insane. Pretty decent. I think I'll give you full thoughts in a second. But yeah, Christ almighty. Decent, to be fair. Decent vibes. Yeah. So we've just got back from Hand and Flowers, and let me talk you through the dishes and whatnot. I'll try and throw up a few photos and some of the footage on screen. So we had a free sort of intro. This is like compliments of the chef. They described it as white bait, which was a real great surprise for me because I bloody love white bait. With bread. There was two types of bread, a black pepper sourdough, which was the darker one, and then I can't remember what the other one was, just white bread. It was like a very airy sort of oily ciabatta style. And salted butter, like the in-house butter, was just amazing, like packed with flavour, nice and salty. In fact, all the food was quite salty actually. I like salty things, so that's cool with me. Yeah, the butter was just incredible, so filled with flavour. The bread itself was airy, and the crust on both of the breads was so thick. Huge amount of crunch.
Bit of crunch.
Just a real great texture, like not too firm, but you bite through it and it's satisfying to chew. Like amazing. The white bait was delicious, certainly the best white bait I've ever had. Just superb flavour. Sometimes when you get white bait, the heads can be a bit bitter. I don't know if that's to do with like the head stuff, but this was like almost sweet. It was delicious and just very simply coated, and it had salt on there as well. Beautiful, perfect little intro. Then for the main, I had a half beer roasted chicken with oak gravy, spiced tomato mayo, and a potato and corn royale. I don't really know what that was. I still sort of don't know, but it was like a pile of sort of crushed, mashed puree thing with like a sort of a baked top, something like that. And there was other stuff on the plate as well, but then I'll go over to Claire's dish. She had the sweet marsh beef fillet with a red wine gravy, I believe it was, and she had hand and flowers chips, and then we got some hand and flowers chips on the side as well. In truth, we probably could have just shared her one. Sort of we envisioned it being, with it being Michelin Star Food, we envisioned it being a lot smaller portions, but actually I was practically full from the main, and of course the white bit in the bread before, so yeah. But they're not small portions, they're not. Like, it is pricey. Like, my main was £40, but there is a lot of food there. One of the things I mentioned about my dish was that the chicken is brined, so it can look a little bit pink, but it's thoroughly cooked. Now, there was a very small pot of gravy. I'm normally like a huge amount of gravy person, but there was a very small pot here, and that was absolutely fine. All of the food was so moist, well cooked, and just like a wonderful texture, including a wonderful array of textures, that it actually didn't even need that much sauce, as particularly with both the gravy and the spiced mayo being quite rich. You didn't want a huge amount with them anyway. The potato royale was also quite soft and moist, so yeah. But there was stuff on there I didn't know what it was. Certainly wasn't listed, and they didn't say what it was, but there was like some sort of caramelized tuile with I don't know what it was. I think it was some sort of popped meat element. I don't know. I mean, giblets or sweetbreads of a chicken, is that a thing? I don't know. That would be what I would guess it was. But popped, it was almost like popcorn texture. There was chicken skin there, and then there was also a crispy, savoury sort of dust as well, which I think may have been more chicken skin, but deeper fried or roasted or some such, and that was scattered all over as well. Mine, just insane. Like, it's so hard. It was so hard to describe the flavours that were going on, because I'm just not used to that kind of food, but I just couldn't identify a lot of it. What I would say about most of it on the plate was just that it was intensely savoury, like umami, very, very rich. There was strong chicken flavours and different chicken flavours. That was obviously the thing running throughout it. The chicken was perfectly cooked throughout, like the breast, like the softest and juiciest breast I've ever had, and even like like I say, it was a half chicken, so all of the meat throughout it had a similar kind of texture. It was amazing, and I guess that comes down to the brining. The potato royale, really nice. The gravy had an amazing depth of flavour, slightly smoky, earthy and woody, really, really nice. The spiced tomato mayo was delicious, just incredibly rich mayo with a subtle tomato vibe. It went really well with everything. The hand and flowers chips, they're like godlike. They are godlike. They are they're almost juicy with savouriness. They are so rich and so intense that they're so strong. There's just this incredible texture, crispy on the outside, but almost like sweet and sticky and meaty and fluffy in the middle. With I'm not sure what the herb on the outside, maybe parsley. It had a very, very mild herb on the outside. Really, really nice. Claire's meat was sensational, great strong flavour, and just melt in the mouth sort of texture, really, really soft and really delicious. And that was, I don't think I've even mentioned, we had like a celeriac puree on the side, celeriac and potato puree with corn on as well, just delicious. Again, more of the same sort of just strong, rich, savoury food. And then for pudding, actually I should mention we had some drinks. So I had a non-alcoholic espresso martini with like chestnut oil, chestnut syrup. Amazing, delicious, really nice, really sweet, but also really strong coffee drink as well. And Claire had a sort of not gin thing, which not gin and tonic, which actually contained I believe it contained the Fever Tree aromatic gin and tonic, which we did a review of recently. I didn't even like it. I'm not sure if the video is up on the channel yet, but do check it out. But they had this non-alcoholic spirit in it, so that it's detailed on the menu that they've created something like the world's first non-alcoholic spirit, and that it sort of transformed it. It was still very strong, very bitter, but the depth of flavour. Again, Claire said it to me, like, I've never even had anything. She said I've never even had anything that tasted like that. And yeah, I don't know, it sort of transformed the tonic water that I didn't like into just this incredibly complex drink, crisp and refreshing, but also so much going on in terms of the flavour, with like aromatic notes and citrus notes. There was like lemon oil in there. And then for dessert, we were so full from the main. Like before going in, I envisioned getting like 2 puddings and whatnot. No, we just shared 1 pudding in the end. We had a blueberry souffle with lemon verbena custard, or verbena, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Parma violet ice cream. Incredible. The souffle was really nice. I'm not 100% certain I've ever actually had souffle before, but even the blueberries on top were just like the highest quality blueberries I've ever had. Like I don't know how you even source like consistently amazing blueberries, because I've bought packs of blueberries before, and just within the pack they're so hit and miss. So in terms of the sourcing of the food, production of the food, absolutely incredible quality, and just a really nice flavour, really deep, rich blueberry flavour running throughout the souffle itself, and the lightest, most airy texture ever. And the lemon verbena custard was insane. That might have even been one of my, like maybe my favourite thing from the whole meal. It was just like lemony and fresh and herbal. And foamy, like this amazing texture. It's just the depth of flavour was so good. But the Parma violet ice cream, the flavour was just bang on. Like it was pure Parma violet flavour, but with this slightly muted sweetness and creaminess, and just like the perfect texture, like beyond, obviously beyond anything you can get in the shops. Just like rich, incredible texture, but not too rich, and it went particularly well with all the other ingredients. And yeah, it was amazing. Absolutely loved the experience. Yes, it's expensive, but you know, it's a treat. This is Claire and I's second wedding anniversary. Yeah, bloody loved it. Absolutely sensational. Didn't get to meet Tom Kerridge, he wasn't in. I was hoping he might be, but obviously whatever, busy man, innit? So yeah, absolutely loved it. Would definitely recommend it. It is a special occasion sort of thing. I think what I was surprised by the most was just my inability to recognise the flavours in the savoury, in my main course. Like beyond the chicken, it was just all sort of overwhelming and hard to describe. But really good stuff, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sort of basically like a street rat eats Michelin Star Food. It's basically me. It's like a street rat, you know. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Subscribe for more videos if you're new.